girls and boys, welcome back. This is the week of October 5th through 9th, and this is day 3. Let's check in and see what we're going to need for supplies. You're going to need your nameplate, a dry erase marker, the letter N, which is page 43, and page 45 on the back. The 2 pages we're going to be coloring, yes, we're going to be using some crayons today. We need page 52, we have a bear in a boat, and page 53, we have a dog on the top of an elephant. Those are some fun pictures. Again, page 52 and page 53. So while we're doing our coloring, we're going to need 4 different crayons. So get your crayons out and only pull out what you need. We're going to need orange, yellow, purple, and blue. Again, here are the 4 colors that you need. Orange, yellow, purple, and blue. These are the 4 colors, okay? First thing we're going to do is write our names. First thing we always do. Get out your nameplate and trace that nice and slowly. See if you can do that. Take your time. Say the letters out loud also. We should be getting to the point where you know some, if not all, the letters in your name. So slowly spell out your name, and then you can say the letters out loud. For my name, I would go M-S-M-E-O. Let's hear you say yours. Take your time. Very nice. Now some of you knew a couple of them, but not all of them, and that's okay. That's how we're learning. I can tell you are putting out some effort, and that's all I ask of you, is to try your best. Let's get out our in sheet, and that is page 43. Now I hear some of you going, I haven't seen my name. You haven't welcomed me. I haven't forgotten about you. We'll do a big check-in. See about everybody. Hello, Briggs. Say your name when it comes up. This is Briggs. If you know more than just your name, you can say that other name too. Justin. Timmy. Cash. Christopher. Owen. Bennett, Caitlin, Jax, Evelyn, Elias, Jessa, Trayshawn, Kenley. I hear some of you saying names. Good work. Kaylee. Nothing better than the sound of your name, right? Carson. Hayden. Easton. So happy all of you are here. Now let's go ahead and get out our in sheet, page 43. It looks just like this. The capital N and the lowercase n. Let's make the N sound go Like let's say a person's name like Nancy. Say that name, Nancy. Or another name, let's say Ned. 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 Both start with the N. Since they're names, they'll be capital letters. Let's start with the capital letter using our Play-Doh. Capital N. Did you go around your house looking for some N words? You don't have to go very far to find inwards because we talked about some inwards on your body. Remember this? Your nose and this? These are your knuckles. Here's the first line down. Now let's do the line that's at an angle. One, two, we just have one more. It's going to go up. That makes the N. N. Again, make that N sound. This is the letter N. Now we're going to do the lowercase n. Go ahead and get your Play-Doh out. Push that down a little bit. There we go. Straight, a line straight up and down. This next one does a little hump. It does a curve, doesn't it? It's like it's going over one little hill. This is what yours should look like at the end. So this lowercase n, it has a straight line down and then just one hump. There we go. Capital N, lowercase n. Uppercase, lowercase. Let's take your Play-Doh back and make sure that you put your cap on. You want to keep that nice and fresh so we can use it next time we have class together. Let's talk about some N words. I'll give you a clue. This is a profession where a person might help a doctor and might work at a hospital or a clinic. What's this N word? A nurse. This isn't a nurse. How about this N word? Nest. Nest. How about this one? You nail it. What is it? It is a nail, isn't it? It's a nail. And you eat these. They might be cashews, almonds, walnuts, pistachios, Brazil nuts. They're called nuts. They're all nuts. Peanuts. Some of you love peanuts, like peanut butter. Now on the back side of this sheet of N, you have plenty of practice with writing the N. I'd like you to get your dry erase marker out, and we are going to practice writing the letter N several times. And it even has a 1 and an arrow that shows you to go down, and then at the diagonal, and then we have the capital N. Here we go. The lowercase n, you go straight down and over the hump. Let's do that again. Straight down, at an angle, straight down. N. Lowercase or small n, you go straight down and then you have the hump over. Take your time doing this. You may put your video on pause if you need, but let's try to make ends together. What's nice about having this plastic sheet is you can do this again and again. All you have to do is erase and then do it again. N, N, N. How are you doing? Now when you get down to the bottom line, you might be confused. It's just showing you where to begin, the little dots. Your starting point. Where do you start when you make an N? When you're through, your sheet should look something like that. We have 8 different sets of N's. We have lots of N's here, don't we? Nice work. I'd like you to hold yours up and show it to me. Even if you're not all the way through, let me see what you've done so far. Very good. Looks like some of you have erase, or your dry erase markers are getting kind of light. That happens sometimes. This is a great worksheet you can do again and again. Now for our worksheets on shapes, the first one we're going to do is the bear in the boat. So go ahead and get your bear in the boat. And it says color all the circles yellow. So let's get our yellow crayon. Let's go ahead and start coloring circles. Circles go round and round and round. And look at the sun. The sun is yellow. How about down here? What are these? Can you tell me what they are? They are flowers. So I'm coloring the inside of the flowers yellow. Yellow circles. By the time you're through, we will have colored 4 circles. Let's count the 4 circles together. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 yellow circles. Now the squares are going to be blue. So get your blue crayon. I see 4 squares. Let's color in our squares blue. The way you color your squares might be a little different than the way I do. I usually go side to side, then up and down. Different people color different ways. How does yours look? That looks like a pretty good boat, doesn't it? Let's count our squares. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 squares. Let's count them one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 squares. The next sheet is page 53. Here we have a dog on the top of an elephant. That would be a trick to do, wouldn't it, for a dog? We're going to color our triangles purple. Let's get our purple crayon out. Remember, triangles have 3 sides, 3 angles. We have a lot of triangles here, don't we? Let's color these in. Purple. All of the triangles are purple. Whenever I make a triangle, I always, I don't know, go on the outside, then I fill in the inside. Oh, I see another triangle. It's kind of like they're hidden. You have to look. This is a tricky one. There's, see, look at the hat. The party hat has a triangle too. Nothing better than a party hat. Let's count all of our triangles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 triangles. Let's try it one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 triangles. Oh, you know what? I missed one. Did you find it? On the bottom of the tail of the elephant is the 8th one. I had a feeling I was missing one. Look at that. This little teeny tiny one right there. One more than 7 is 8. So there are 8 triangles. Now the rectangles we were going to color orange. Look, this is tricky though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But don't forget the one right here. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 rectangles. So let's color in all of our rectangles. Can you find all the rectangles? I feel like this is a tricky sheet. It's very difficult to see all of them. You have to really pay attention. Take your time. I know I might be kind of fast compared to some of you. Just take your time. You have all kinds of time. Color in those rectangles. And then I have a surprise for you at the very end. Color, color, color. Color in all of these rectangles orange. Look at this. We're almost through with our rectangles. This is like a blanket on the elephant. Looks like he's in a circus. He's doing tricks with the dog. And here we have a rectangle. Did we get all the rectangles? Let's count the rectangles again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Woo! That was a lot. Now here is my surprise. There is one triangle that we missed. Can you tell me where it is? We need to get our purple crayon out. Let's see if we can find it. I'll give you a clue. It's on the elephant. Do you see it? Did you find that? One last triangle. We're going to count those triangles one more time because we found 2 on the elephant. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 triangles. That was a tricky worksheet. It about got me, didn't it? Okay, for the book today, we've been talking about community helpers. We're going to play the Guess Who game. Here we have Guess Who by Margaret Miller. Margaret Miller is the author. The author is the person who wrote the words. Here we have the back cover. And we had the front cover. Front cover has the nice pictures and it has the title. Then we have some pictures here on the bottom. And here we have the title page. What's fun about this book is it says Guess Who, and then you get to guess and answer the question. Who goes to school? Do seagulls go to school? Do puppies go to school? Do umpires go to school? How about stuffed animals? Let's turn the page and find out. Children! Children go to school. And there's a picture of all the children at school. Who cleans your teeth? A cat? That's silly. A shoemaker. I think a shoemaker does something with shoes, not teeth. How about a window washer? A rubber duck? That's just silly. Who cleans your teeth? A dentist. And look, they have a huge toothbrush right here. The dentist must be teaching the patient how to clean her teeth properly. Who cuts your hair? Does a chef? No. Does a tailor? You may have never heard that word before. A tailor, look at the picture. The tailor is working with clothing. She has a tape measure around her neck, so she's measuring cloth also. A tailor works with fabric. A gardener. Or a polar bear? Let's see the question again. Who cuts your hair? Do you know who cuts your hair? A barber or a beautician. I know I cut my daughter's hair for years and years, so it might be your mom or it might be your dad or grandma or grandpa. You might have someone other than a barber or a beautician cut your hair. Some people get their hair cut often, like every few weeks, and others only get their hair cut a few times a year. Who wakes you up in the morning? This answer might vary. It just depends who wakes you up in the morning. Do you know? Some of you might wake up on your own. Maybe it's an alarm clock. Does a hot air balloon wake you up? No, that doesn't make sense. Does a puppet? Silly. A lion. I hope a lion doesn't wake you up in the morning. How about a military band? That would wake anybody up, wouldn't it? Your dog. Some dogs like to bark in the morning and they wake up the whole house, don't they? Others might sleep with a dog and the dog starts moving around or licking them, and that's what wakes them up in the morning. Who flies an airplane? The airplane always has someone who's driving it. Do you know the name of that person? Are they called a bus driver? No, a bus driver drives a bus. A statue? A statue doesn't move. It can't drive a plane, can it? A turtle? A baby? I hope a baby's not flying a plane. A pilot. Here we have a pilot. A pilot is flying the plane. And the last one. Who fixes your car? When your car's not working right, where do you go? Who fixes it? Does a crab? Silly. A plumber. We learned about plumbers yesterday. Plumbers work with water, so they're not fixing cars. How about a clown? Does a clown fix your car? Or a veterinarian? A veterinarian works with animals. Let's see who fixes your car. A mechanic. Here we have a mechanic working on a car. That was a fun game. Thanks for playing with me today. Have a great time learning more about your community, looking out the window while you're driving down the road, and talking with your parents about how the world works and who works where and what people do. It was great seeing you today. Bye-bye.